We just getting started on the kickback. Jazzi Black, let's get it going.
January 24th. If you want to be the best.
HBCU bands are the celebrities of the band.
We the most vicious things on the block.
Sacrifice everything.
If at the end of the routine you're not sweating, tired, out of breath, you're not doing it right.
And go full out.
The band is ranked number 8.
You gonna rank us number 8? We take things personally, bro.
You all are living up to the tradition.
It's gonna be a show to see.
March. Limited series premieres Monday, January 24th. Free next day, only on the CW app.
Yo, what's up? It's Jazzi Black from The Kickback, and I'm super excited today because I have some really VIPs coming to The Kickback with me today, and they're from my school, you know what I'm saying? Big PV energy up in here from the brand new Docuseries presenting on the CW March. It's the Marching Storm. We got Dr. Zach in the building, my girl Shelbi, who is a Black Fox, and the Mr. William and Sheldon Scott twins, who you guys are drum majors, right?
We're in the drum line.
Okay, y'all on the drum line. Okay, look, y'all gonna have to get me up to speed on what's going on the hill because I don't know what's going on and I've been out of touch. COVID been having me all over the place, but it's really cool to see the hill still doing big things and making it to the big screen. What was your first reaction seeing the episode air yesterday?
You know, when SpongeBob was like, "That's me on TV." Yeah. That's me. Yeah, just nothing but excitement. Just, seeing us in slow motion and, seeing the other side of pretty much the cameras being in our face.
And the shots are beautiful. I was like, going to school there every day, you already feel grateful for having just such a beautiful campus. But seeing it on the screen, I'm like, dang.
It is real nice.
That is crazy. What was your, how did the idea first come about whenever they approached you all and said, hey, like, we want to come up with a docuseries? Or was it the band? Was it the band saying, hey, we got a story to tell?
I would definitely say it would be the band having a story to tell. Throughout the series, you'll see us go through ups and downs of the last semester and how we try to get through it, the obstacles that we face. So it's really just a story that we just want to show the world that really happens in reality.
Nah, for real. And especially, setting aside, the HBCU experience, a lot of people have seen different things in movies, Drumline was out, and all these other different shows, different worlds. But it's different when it's like, oh no, this is like real deal.
Right.
Real deal. And it's like down south HBCU band experience. What does it mean to you all, to be able to, emphasize on that part of, Black culture?
I mean, honestly, it's a privilege. It's definitely something that I hold very high in my heart and something I do 100% every time we step on the field. And I'm pretty sure they can say the same thing.
Yeah, it's definitely an honor just going out there representing my school for one, and then representing like what I do and why I do it, and knowing that it's a lot of young girls that want to be dancers, but they just don't know the path, or they don't know how serious it is. So just being able to showcase that for people to see that it's really like a real thing, it's a great experience.
Yeah, and it's good to show people that we're human beings as well, because they're so used to seeing the product, we put on the field in the stands, but they don't realize we also have to go to classes. We also got to deal with family issues, so it's good to show people that they can do it too.
Most definitely, especially like now, balancing, being a student, being a part of the band, and then also just wanting to have like your personal life and just enjoy like the college experience. I can only imagine, what goes through your minds on a daily. And then now, having cameras on you 24/7 has got to be a lot of pressure. How are you guys kind of balancing, finding your peace, and finding like quiet time when you need it, with all of this like chaos going on around you?
Number one would be prioritizing sleep. I mean, sometimes you have homework assignments that are due, but you're just like, I think I could take an L on this one just so I can get myself together. I hate to say that, sorry, Mom, but yeah, that's like one of the biggest things.
Hey, it's like that sometimes.
I will also say definitely putting me first. If I had to tell the producers, like, look, I need a break, or I don't feel like doing this right now, or can we do this another time? Definitely just getting what I need to do out the way and basically putting me first. If I didn't feel like doing it at that time, or if I couldn't, then they just had to push it back or catch me at another day.
Yeah.
And I would say a lot of coffee, a lot of energy drinks. Sometimes you can't go to sleep. You gotta bite that bullet. Yeah, take a shot of espresso and just get it done.
Right. On top of, being on the big stage in front of, the world is also, doing it for the alumni. And I know, y'all also have, that other side of you where it's like, they're legacy Black Foxes that are like, hey, now,
Yes.
it's already, so me just going to school, I already know how it is, and I was never tried out to be drill team, but we all play Black Fox. We all play Black Fox. We all play drumline. We all play drum major. What is it like being able to now, kind of pay homage, to the people, the generations before you, the marching storm drumline before you, the Black Foxes before you, the drum majors before you, and for them to be like, wow, like y'all are really out here doing it.
Well, for us, fun fact, our parents were actually the people who were here when the storm was named. So they were alumni from here, from the marching storm. That's where me and my brother came from, and my sisters too. So, them coming to the games and then us going home and talking about it and just reminiscing about, what they saw us do on the field, and then them pulling up old clips, the VHS tapes, of them being on the field. It's just really an amazing story. Yeah, so that's really one big thing for me and my brother.
I would say definitely, I've been in the dance world for a long time, so I've known the Black Foxes since I couldn't even walk.
Right.
And it's always been an honor just to see them and see them progress over time and like the new eras and the new generations that they bring. It's always a pleasure seeing the Legacy Foxes come back and just tell us like the things that they pay for us, even during homecoming when they come back and march with us in the parade. I feel like that's just an honor because, they started it all. They were the ones before us. And just little tips that they give or, what we can do for the future, how we can improve, what we can bring back from what they brought is always a good time.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
And it's also the legacy that we're leaving behind and the legacy for those that have left us. Because the drumline, we recently lost somebody, one of our bass drummers. So,
oh my God.
Yeah, every time we strap up and we play, we do it for him,
Yeah.
So we get to honor people that we played with that are no longer on the earth. They're in better places. So.
No, not for you on that. And I'm sorry about that. I did not know we lost one of the, he was a bass drum? I don't know.
Yeah, bass drummer, yeah.
It's the big one. It's the big one.
Yeah, these right here?
Yeah.
What was his name?
Kevin.
Oh man, look, drum in peace, Kevin. That's wonderful. So moving forward and speaking on the legacy that you guys are getting ready to leave now, you can't do it without your instructors, our professors. We have Dr. Zachery on with us as well. Oh wait, you muted.
There we go. Are we there?
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
You better have that Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade up in the background. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Thank you so much for taking some time to speak with me. And your name?
I'm Miss Shawn. I'm the director of the Black Foxes.
Hey, Miss Shawn, how you doing?
Good, how are
if you ever need some moves, Miss Shawn, I might have some, okay? Look, I watched enough tapes. I've been to enough games. I'm just kidding, Miss Shawn. Thank you so much for taking time out to speak with me. And I know, behind the scenes, you all are the brains of this entire legacy and this entire idea of what Prairie View overall represents. You know what I'm saying? Look, we come for the games, but we stay in for the halftime show, and what an honor that is to be in that position. What was you all's first reaction to seeing after watching the episode yesterday?
I've seen it before, so I'm gonna let her answer that question.
Okay.
I was just in awe. Even though it's happening and because the cameras are there and they're recording you and it's happening,
right?
When you first see it, there's nothing like it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was upstairs watching it again right before we did this. So that's just how amazing it is to me, just to be able to see us And like you say, the campus is so beautiful, and they did such a great job with all the editing and yeah. So it's been amazing.
Who were the first people that you two called when you found out that they were going to be creating a docuseries that was going to tell the story about our college band and dance team?
The president of the university.
Okay, after you called what the kids, they call it Root the Truth, right? That's what they call it, Root the Truth.
That's right.
I like that. Okay, well, outside of the president, like who were the first, personally, who were the first people to call, and what did you say, and what were your emotions like? Were you kind of like, they said they want to do it, but I don't know if it's really going to happen or no? Like it's happening.
As a director of bands, you learn to keep certain things close to the vest, because especially in current times when you don't know what's going to happen from day to day. If you're going to have a fall semester. Yeah. So you don't want to broadcast something that may be, cast out because of whatever we're going through in society. So I really didn't tell anyone, to be honest with you. I wanted to make sure that it came through into fruition, and that it was done in a way that I think is going to represent the institution, because whatever we put on that film is forever.
Yeah, most definitely. And I think we're off to a pretty good start. Let's say y'all did that. I was noticing on Twitter, I think this might have been like some months ago, it was like all this crazy stuff going on with the band. And I'm like, what? Is this going to be a part of the series? I don't want to spoil too much, because some people that might not be a part of PP Nation Twitter might not know what I'm referencing. But I think they're shaking their heads. Y'all probably know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we do.
Throughout the season, what are some of the challenges that we're going to see the band face, and what are some of some obstacles that you guys overcome that you think are going to be shocking, or maybe even something that you think is going to be like one of those heartfelt moments, like, man, I know there's this one time that's really going like
For me, as the director, of course, my lens is different than everyone else on the call.
Right.
I think that I've seen more of the episodes than anyone else, because I get to view them first. I did not realize how emotionally invested in this that we all are, from staff to students to the university. And it's going to come across in several of the episodes how much soul and heart that this band actually has.
Yeah. That's cool. Anyone else?
And I think for me, I realized that there was stuff happening that I didn't know about. So I'm literally seeing it for the first time as I'm watching the shows. So watching some of the trials and tribulations that some of the students are going through, and just seeing it for the first time, that was something. But I think you're going to see quite a few things that you're just going to be like, wow, like, did they
learning experience and emotional experience, like just an overround journey.
Yeah, I got to learn to tell those twins apart just by watching one of the episodes.
Yep,
that's cool.
It's brains and bronze. That's the way they.
That's really good, right?
And I got to Shelby's mouth.
You should have much your mouth in the first episode.
That's okay. Look, sometimes we don't teach us to know everything, but look, can't talk about moving forward, what are some things that you want other bands, and even bands that maybe aren't even from HBCUs, what are some things that you're, some lessons that you're hoping that they learn from watching you all work as a unit, both on and off the field?
I can answer this, but I'm giving you a chance.
I would say, just learn to work together. A lot of times there's 300 people and there's 300 different ways of doing the same thing.
That's so many people.
Trying to make that work takes a special kind of skill and a special kind of patience. And just learning to work together is one of the biggest things that people can really learn from this. And you'll see every different journey throughout the season throughout the show, but they all kind of come together towards the end. So I would say that's like one of the biggest things is togetherness.
I will also add just knowing the purpose. I feel like sometimes we forget why we're here or what we're doing it for, because at the end of the day it's all volunteer work. We're not here getting paid. We're not here, because we're forced to. We all chose to do this. And so sometimes we can kind of lose that track of it's supposed to be fun and we're supposed to be a family, it's supposed to have a foundation and go somewhere positive with it. So just I would say understand the purpose of why you're doing it and why you started.
Yeah, and also you're going to struggle. There's going to be adversity, and you got to learn to overcome that. So many people are going through so many different things, and you'll never know about it until you see the show, because they never put it on their face at practice or at a performance.
Right.
And I think that from my vantage point, the thing that I want people to take from the show most is the fact that given this platform, which is the main way that we communicate now, our students took this journey and they took it humbly. No one was going ham, no one was acting. What you see in this show is us being us. And I wanted to make sure that the film crew captured the reality of who we are. We don't need to, do anything extra, be anything extra. Just being ourselves and showing the world who we are is going to open a door for someone who didn't know that they could do this.
Right. What's happening? Oh, I don't know if you have something to say too.
No.
I think they covered it all, but I think they're gonna just take away from it how much the students love what they do as artists and performers, and they love Prairie View. In spite of all of what you see, all the bumps in the road, they love Prairie View, and I think that's gonna come through.
That's really cool. So I just want to touch on the school real quick, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. I'll start with Shelbi. What is your favorite thing about being a Black Fox, and what is your favorite thing about going to Prairie View? And tell everyone what your major is and your classification.
Okay, hey everyone. I'm Shelbi. I'm a Black Fox. This semester I am a junior. So woohoo to that. This is my second year being a Black Fox. So I was a COVID baby. I came during the process of hard times. Really didn't do too much. I call that my training year. So I took that year to really just study the style, get everything down, learn the tradition, introduced to legacy foxes, know all of that. And then this year I called it my redemption season because, everyone didn't know who we were, or my craft class didn't know who we were our freshman year. So this season, we really had a lot to prove, really get ourselves out there so they can see us. Being on campus, I am kind of in a bubble. No one really sees me. I go to class and I go home. So no one really knows like the Black Fox thing on campus. But after this show, my teachers were like, hey, I think I saw you.
That's cool. And I just want to say congratulations on you on making the Black Foxes. Being a part of the Black Fox is like being a part of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Okay, it's just as important, and the legacy that comes with it is just really cool. My little cousin Tiara, she was a Black Fox, and I remember when she was just going. She was like, I'm coming down so I can audition, and I was like, you're gonna audition? She was like, yeah, like I'm here. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm coming around to the new gym. And, I didn't know what it was going to entail, but just being with her, throughout that process. And I'm like, yo, like this is crazy. But that's really cool though. And I'm really excited to just kind of see your story really unfold. And I know there's so many little girls out there that want to be dancers. So being able to see them on a collegiate level like this is going to be really, really cool. So shout out to you for that. Okay, so Sheldon and William, again, your classification, your major, what's your favorite thing about being on the drum line? I went to Atlanta in, I think, 2010 or 2011. We took like 8 or 9 buses to Atlanta to go to the Hunter Battle of the Bands, and that was the coolest thing I had ever experienced in my life. KK Sal also threw some really cool phone parties. I probably can't talk about that on the interview. But the drum line is it. Y'all are like the beat, the heartbeat of the band. So tell me, what's your favorite part about being on the drum line and about being just a student at Prairie View?
All right, so I'm Will. That's Sheldon. We're both the captains of the drumline,
Okay,
and yeah, we're second year seniors, mechanical engineering majors.
Yeah.
The whole shebang, you know.
both of you.
Yeah,
Both
both
of us.
mechanical engineering.
Oh,
Yeah.
y'all study together.
No.
Somewhat.
No.
Right.
He writes with the wrong hand, but but one of my favorite things about being in the drumline is basically what you said. We're the heart and soul of the band. We're the first thing you hear and the last thing you hear. You know, we get everybody else hyped. We keep everybody on track with tempo and everything, and we're just loud. We give that energy to the entire stadium. So, like, you can definitely see that in a lot of the videos. If you go to the games, you can feel it. I have kids send me messages on Instagram. Oh, you're that dude, and people on Facebook talking about me. I'm just doing what I love. I don't really care about what they have to say. I don't mind.
Views already are going. The views have always been crazy on YouTube. You know, of just people just looking at band videos, looking at Black Box videos. So
Yeah,
so I already know. I mean, because I was doing it. I was looking. I'm like, let me go look and see what's going on. So you know, that's cool. Yeah.
It's really fun to just do what you love, and other people can see that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then another thing that
we're having fun with you.
Yeah, and then another thing that makes me really proud about being in the drumline is being the fruit of the seeds that my dad planted, because he was here. He was actually the drumline captain when he was here.
Very cool.
One of my proudest moments being here was being able to march out with him when the alumni used to be able to march with us, and it was a very proud moment. I'm pretty sure he's pretty proud of that too. And
he had to take a warm bath after that.
Yeah, he did have to take a really warm bath after that one. But seeing the fruits of what they had and just continuing that legacy. And then another thing is the people in the drumline. We are the most diverse group of people in the band. You know, it's a bunch of characters in the
drumline is.
Yeah, characters.
That's cool. Very fun. So now to the directors. Same question. First, how long have you two both been in the position that you are to lead the band and lead the Black Foxes? And what's your favorite part about being a part of this community and helping develop future professionals, future music professionals and dance professionals?
Well, we just completed our 10th season here, so we've been here.
Congratulations!
Thank you. So just finished 10 years, and I've actually been coaching off and on for another 10 years before that. So I've coached at different places, but I will say the best part of it for me is literally what you just said, is being able to not just coach them in dance, but to mentor them through life and get them ready for what's next. That's more important. We just use dance as a platform. We use the Marching Storm as a platform to teach them what they need to know, things that they're gonna do when they leave us. So to me, that's the most rewarding part. I still talk to a lot of the Foxes that came through under me, and the relationships that I have with them are very rewarding. So that's the best part for me.
That's cool.
The best part for me is, well, I guess all of the interpersonal relationships that we've developed over this decade that we've been here. The tremendous support from the alumni, being able to, when I took this job on July 5th, 2012, I sat down at home and I thought about it, and there was a sheet of terror that covered me for a moment when I thought about this job. And that terror has also become the thing that I think has helped me to excel in the job, was the fact that you're not taking over a bad band. You're taking over a prestigious band, and Prof Ed did, some wonderful things to make this program what it is. So you are inheriting a program that has been to the mountaintop. So as a band director, you have to go find another mountain to climb.
Yeah.
And I think that all of these relationships that I've had, and the alumni and the current students and all of the people that have, matriculated in the past decade, it is like a life's lesson for me. I got to sit in the chair and not only teach, but learn. So I think that's the most important thing for me.
That's beautiful. I can tell that, organically, over the years, this sort of, family environment within the Marching Storm has been like passed down. And it's really cool because as a former student and even as an alumni now, like I still feel it when I go back for homecoming. I still feel it when I go to the PV Grambling games. I look forward to, I always have that crazy moment when I'm like, whoa, the songs that I know are the same songs that, my aunties and uncles know. Like we all know the same stuff. So it's really cool to be a part of such a loving community. Yeah, like I'll be like, man, that's crazy. Like even knowing, when the Black Faucets come out, I know like how they gonna drop the capes. Like, like you look forward to like those little things that you're just like, yes, give it to them. So, I thank you all for, continuing that story and, doing it for me and for everybody else that attended Prairie View and for all the other HBCUs out there. This is such a monumental moment and I'm really proud of y'all. And before I go, I gotta say PV. That's right. Thank you so much. And hopefully maybe I'll see y'all at homecoming this year. Are they gonna do a homecoming? Have they talked about it, anything yet?
Oh, we'll be having one. We had one this past season, so I'm certain that in 2022 we'll be right out there.
I mean, we gonna have a homecoming though, or is it gonna be like a?
We're gonna hope for the best.
Right. Hope for the best. Thank you so much, and I'll see y'all soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.